Welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Matt.
And I am Karen. Today we are looking at part 1 of Mental Health Day, taking time out for your mind. So before we begin talking about this, what is Mental Health Day?
Well, I think Mental Health Day is when you can take some time off of school or maybe even work for your mental health. So in order to get your mind in the right, in the right way, thinking in the right way, feeling in the right way.
So sometimes you might feel very, very pressured, or you're feeling like you're under a lot of stress, and then you feel like you need some time off. Just kind of relax and kind of take it easy at home, right?
Right, but I don't even know why you need this, because you can always just, pretend to be sick.
You can't pretend to be sick. You probably need a doctor's note, right?
Yeah, but I'm a pretty good actor, so, I can convince the doctor that I'm sick.
Okay, you're setting a really bad example here. You're not supposed to do that. But to be honest, when I was in school, I actually did that too.
Okay.
Or I would actually ask my parents to write a note, say, oh, Karen cannot come today because for personal reasons. And then, in Canada, people can't really ask you what kind of personal reasons you have.
So your parents were in on it. They were helping you to skip school.
To stay mentally healthy.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's get into today's lesson.
People have to deal with all kinds of pressure. They get it at work, at school, and from their family and friends. Sometimes it can get to be too much. That's the best time for a mental health day. That's when you take a day off from work or school. Then you give your mind a break from your duties.
So we're looking at part 1 of Mental Health Day, taking time out for your mind. We're going to be learning some things that we can do to take care of our mental health today, right?
That's right. All right, let's take a look at the article. People have to deal with all kinds of pressure. Okay, so what is pressure? Well, pressure is something that you feel. It's when you feel that there are many things you need to do and it feels like the entire world is pushing down on you or putting pressure on you. So maybe when you have a test at school, you have some projects to do, you have an upcoming sporting event to train for, all of these things will give you pressure and make you feel like you are sort of being pushed down, like you can't get out from underneath something.
That's right, and it doesn't really feel good, right?
No, it's not a good feeling to have, and as I said, there's all kinds of pressure that people can feel.
Exactly. So let's continue. They get it at work, at school, and from their family and friends. Sometimes it can get to be too much. And you are absolutely right. It comes from everywhere, right? It can come from your family. Maybe your parents want you to do really well on the test. Or you could get pressure from friends because of peer pressure. They might want you to do something, but you don't really want to do it, but you don't want to lose your friends, right? You could get pressure from school, from exams, projects, and homework as well. So it sometimes can feel a little bit too overwhelming, a little bit too much.
Okay, back to the article. That's the best time for a mental health day. They mean those times when you're under lots of pressure. All right, so the article says that's when you take a day off from work or school. Then you give your mind a break from your duties.
Okay. So giving your mind a break from the duties. But what's duty? So that's a noun. Duty basically just means something that you have to do because it is part of your job or something that you feel is the right thing to do. So for example, completing your homework, finishing this project for school, and studying for the exam. These are the duties that you might have as a student. An example sentence would be, he has a duty to support his family. So he probably also feels pressured too. He has to go out there and he has to make money, go to the job every single day, and make sure that he can support his family, right?
That's right. So this is nice that, you can take a mental break. You can take it when you're under lots of pressure or feeling that you have too much to do.
Exactly. So when do you usually feel pressured?
Well, when there's, a test on that day, maybe I would take a mental break that day so that I don't have to write the test.
But you would have to do it eventually.
Won't have the pressure. Well, I get a certain amount of these mental health days, right? So as long as I, keep putting them on the test day, maybe I can avoid it for long enough that the teacher will forget.
And then maybe you would fail the class, Matt. I don't think it's a good idea.
Well, that wouldn't be good for my mental health if I failed the class. So I would have to take even more mental health days.
But how about when you, play games? I know you do a lot of sports, right? Before the game, do you ever feel like you're under a lot of pressure?
I think there is pressure, but I don't feel like the pressure makes you want to take a day off. It makes you want to work harder in order to get better, to try and win. So the pressure is kind of good in a way because it forces you to try harder.
But I think that's because you love what you do. You love playing sports, right?
That's right. School would make me want to take a day off.
Okay, you're not being a really good role model here. How about let's take a quick break and we'll be right back to learn more.
You can use the day to rest. You can do nothing or watch TV all day in your pajamas. Maybe you didn't get enough sleep. You can catch up on that too.
Welcome back. Before the break, we were talking about mental health days and how when you are under a lot of pressure, that's the best time to use or to take a mental health day. So that's when you can take a break from your duties or all of the things that you usually need to do at work or school.
And a lot of people would ask, what would you do if you were to take a day off for your mental health, right? Well, in the article, it says you can use the day to rest. It's that simple. So resting, what does that mean, to rest?
So to rest means to stop from moving or from working or from doing whatever you were doing, to take a break and relax, or maybe, catch your breath, or just to sleep would be a time to rest. So, for example, the runner needed to rest after the marathon.
Definitely. And we all need to rest sometime, right? Okay, well, let's go back to the article.
You can do nothing or watch TV all day in your pajamas.
That sounds really relaxing and really nice. I would love to do that.
To do nothing? That sounds boring to me.
Really? But then you would feel better because usually I'm very, very busy. I have a very busy schedule. So by the time I get home, the only thing I want to do is basically nothing. I don't want to do anything.
Oh, I'm kind of the opposite. I feel like if I spent a whole day doing nothing, it would cause me more stress because I'd feel like I wasted a day doing nothing.
I think that's probably because you have a lot of time on your hands.
Yeah, well then, but I don't do nothing with my time. Always doing something.
You are right. So I think if I have a lot of time to rest, then I would definitely want to go out and do stuff. But if normally I'm very, very busy, then when I have the time to rest, I just want to stay at home and do nothing. Okay, well, we're also looking at this word here, pajamas, and that is a noun. Basically, that's the loose-fitting night clothes worn for sleeping. You put on your pajama when you're about to sleep. So for example, you could say he changed into his pajamas when it was bedtime. And it makes you feel very, very comfortable.
All right, continuing with the article. Maybe you didn't get enough sleep. You can catch up on that too. So you can catch up on your sleep. Now this phrase to catch up on something means to do something that you should have done before. So for example, if you haven't done your homework, you might need to catch up on your homework. Or if you're, watching a good TV show, but you've fallen behind and you missed a few episodes, you might need to catch up on that TV show.
That's right. But right here, we're talking about catching up on your sleep, right? Because oftentimes, if you don't get enough sleep, sometimes you wouldn't be in a good mood. Your body wouldn't feel good. And it's probably more, you feel more pressured more easily, right?
Right. And sleep is something that, if you keep getting too little sleep, it will, it'll build up on you, and then you'll need to take a long rest day at some point.
Exactly. And you might get sick easily because you don't get enough sleep. And then you might make you sick not just physically, but mentally as well.
And that's why you need mental health days.
Exactly. So I think it's very, very important to, take notes of this. Whenever you feel very stressed or very pressured from anything that is causing you stress, it's important to, take a break and then get some rest. Even if you're just at home doing nothing, and that's okay. Just kind of clear your mind.
That's right. All right, well, it's time for us to clear our minds because it's time to go for today. We'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
People have to deal with all kinds of pressure. They get it at work, at school, and from their family and friends. Sometimes it can get to be too much. That's the best time for a mental health day. That's when you take a day off from work or school. Then you give your mind a break from your duties. You can use the day to rest. You can do nothing or watch TV all day in your pajamas. Maybe you didn't get enough sleep. You can catch up on that too.
Hi, I'm Tina. 我们来看这一课的重点单字。第一个 pressure 名词，外来的压力。Bill felt a lot of pressure at work. Bill 在工作中感受到很大的压力。下一个单字 duty 名词，责任、本分。As a teacher, it's Joe's duty to support his students. 作为老师，支持学生是 Joe 的责任。下一个单字 rest 动词，休息。After a long day at work, Kelly wanted to rest on the sofa. 工作了一整天后 ，Kelly 想要在沙发上休息。最后一个单字 pajamas 名词，成套的睡衣，恒用复数哦。Mandy wore her new pajamas to bed last night. Mandy 昨晚穿着她的新睡衣上床睡觉。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 get to be 开始变得，逐渐成为。这个短语的后面可以接名词或形容词。Get 在这里指的是开始成为。课文中的这句 Sometimes it can get to be too much 当中的 much 是名词，意思是大量。我们来看看这个例句 Leo is getting to be a better singer with practice. 经过练习 Leo 开始变得越来越会唱歌了。下一个文法 Take a day off 请一天假。 A day 可以换成其他时间，例如 sometime, 2 months 或者是 a week 等等。Off 指的是没上班、没上课、休假的。我们来看看这个例句。Nick took a week off to travel abroad with his friends. Nick 请了1周假，与朋友一起出国旅行。最后一个文法 catch up on something， 捕捉某事，赶上进度，适用于工作、课业或日常的事物。我们来看看这个例句。I need to catch up on my homework this weekend. 这个周末我需要补做我的作业。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，我们下一课再见，拜拜。
Hey, 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 it's Kiwi on the street.
I'm Kiki.
And I'm Winnie, and I also have to get going because I am just busy as a bee. I have a lot of homework.
Oh, looks like we have to work on some phrases. Let's go.
Okay, let's work on some phrases. So please choose the correct one.
Okay, 没有迟疑，毫无差错。
Not miss a beat.
Not miss a beat.
Not miss a beat.
I guess it's not miss a beat.
Not miss a beat.
Not miss a beat.
Okay, why do you think it's not miss a beat?
Just guess.
Just guess?
I don't know.
Okay.
I had no idea.
Well, you're a good
Ding, ding,
guesser.
ding.
Not miss a beat. Okay. And 千方百计，想尽办法. Which one do you think it is?
Turn every grass.
We can imagine a stone may be behind something inside it, so we just take it to see the other side.
Oh, okay.
So I guess this one.
Turn every stone.
Oh,
Turn every grass.
Turn every stone.
turn every grass.
Turn every grass. Are you sure you want to change the answer or you keep it?
Change it to
Oh, you want to change
every
it?
stone.
Turn every stone.
Turn every stone.
Why do you want to change it? Curious.
Curious.
I don't know if it's right or
I mean,
not.
it's 50% chance,
Yeah.
right? Well, it turns out it's a good thing you changed it because it's correct. Turn every stone. What did we learn today?
We heard some new phrases today. Let's check them out. The first one is not miss a beat. This phrase means to always know what is happening and to be able to take advantage of every situation. It also suggests that someone is able to do something without making any mistakes. Our next phrase is turn every stone. This phrase means to use as much effort as possible and to use every possible source or resource. This means that to do anything and do everything you can to complete something. Now, this is interesting. This phrase references an ancient Greek legend about people trying to find treasure that was hidden by a general. During that time when the general was hiding the treasure, his army was being defeated in battle. Treasure hunters consulted the famous Oracle of Delphi, who told them to look under every stone. So this phrase can be used in the context of finding things or solving a problem. And that's all for today. Kiwi later!